Hello everyone, my name is Michaela, Cinematic Stitches here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel about all things cross-stitch. And happy October, everybody. I thought I'd dress like thematically. It's horror movie season. For me, horror movie season is like every season. I watch horror movies year round, but I really ramp it up in October. So I'm wearing a little Friday the 13th shirt for y'all. It's glow in the dark. It's awesome. Anyway, I hope everyone is enjoying their October so far. It's just, well, we're just a couple days into it. It's the 3rd that I'm filming this on. Wait, is it the 3rd? Yes, the 3rd. This will probably go up on the weekend sometime, but I know I'm gonna have a busy weekend, so I wasn't sure I'd have a chance to film, so I'm trying to get this in while my husband is out at physio right now. So am I gonna be able to do it? We'll see. We're gonna try and go rapid fire and get through some stuff. Although I do have, like, I was pulling out all my projects and I'm like, damn, I touched a lot of stuff. I touched a lot of stuff in the past couple weeks. I've got some haul, which is exciting. My cat is sitting on all my project bags right now. That's great. So let's start with finishes, shall we? I have one finish, and it is kind of like a progressive finish in that I'm finishing each part each month it's released. So it's the Stitch for Pride Sal. Sal being a stitch along. It's released by D's 20 Stitches, and I finished September's release, which is an ode to the artist Lahuahuakia, and that is this right here. So Lahuahuakia is a Mahu mixed ancestry Hawaiian artist who specializes in making, like, they're interdisciplinary, but they do this really cool thing called, I think it's called like kapa cloth. It's like made from bark, which is crazy, like extremely labor intensive. So this is meant to just pay an homage to their work. It is gorgeous. And yeah, that's September's release. October has been announced, and it's the artist Edward Gorey, which is very exciting because I love those creepy drawings, but I don't think I'm going to be starting on that for another couple weeks, but that's okay. This is the, I'm doing this as a spot sampler. I think some people are doing these as like individual finishes, but I'm putting them all together on one piece. It is looking lovely. It's a little wrinkly. This is stitched on a 32 count fabric from Mystic Fabrics. The color is called Eris. It was a fabric of the month last year. So beautiful though. Look at it. It's coming together. I have kept up with this. That feels so good. We will see how October goes. We'll talk about it a bit later in plans, but I do have some plans and things to finish, so Stitch for Pride might have to wait until some of those are done. But there we go. This is our one finish for this video. Let's move on to new starts. I've got 2 new starts, and oh my god, I love them both. Okay, so first new starch. Okay. I'm filming this at the end of the workday, and I think I'm just gonna be tripping over my words because I'm tired. My brain's tired. I'm gonna play some games later. I'm not gonna think too many thoughts after this video. That's gonna be fine. But for now, we will just have to like deal with me tripping over my own tongue. Anyway, the first start that I had was the stitch along that the Huga Stitcher is putting on, which is to start Autumn is as Joyful by Lila's Studio. So I have had my eye on this pattern ever since it was released. It is stunning. I can't wait to get down to this turkey. I love turkeys. I just think they're really beautiful, but in kind of an ugly way. Like I know they're not the most attractive bird, but their feathers, shape of their bodies, I love it. I love turkeys. Anyway, so this is beautiful. I started this the weekend of the autumn equinox, and I was just planning on working on it for a couple days, but I loved it so much I started putting like a strand a day in it. Not every day consistently, but like I just want to keep working on it. So I'm definitely going to be putting more time in this maybe not in October, but in November. Oh, I still have a needle attached to this. Ooh, should look out for that. Maybe remove that. But here we are. This is my little start. So I started in the top left corner. I got these leaves done, this little thing, and I'm starting on this big Quaker here. I'm stitching this with, well, the called for, which is just DMC, which is great. I love DMC. No problems there. This is stitched on a 20 count Ada from Fiber on the Whim. I believe I went with Milk and Honey. I was initially thinking maybe I'd want to do it on brown sugar, but the only brown sugar I have is an 18 count, and I really wanted this to be on 20 because it's a pretty big piece, and I'm loving a 20 count Ada right now, so I went for it, and it's looking so good. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So much fun. So like I said, I'm gonna be bringing this out again in November, I think. But that is Autumn is as Joyful. Beautiful pattern. And then my second start, I started this to have a project I can bring with me on my trip to Vegas because I wanted something really small. And I don't have too many like really small projects. Not that this one's like super tiny, but it's pretty small. You don't need a ton of floss. The fabric cut is tiny. I can fit it in my little bag. And that project is, of course, Harvest Tiny Town from Heart and Hand. Like, look how beautiful that is. So the Halloween Tiny Town was my previous travel project. I worked on that on like plane rides and retreats and stuff. So I figured I'd start another one. And I didn't stitch a whole ton. Like, my flights were in the evening, so the lights went off pretty early, and I didn't want to be that guy with like the one light on when everyone else is trying to sleep. But I did get some stitching done while we were taxiing. I stitched in the mornings in my hotel room and when we were sitting at the pool. And I got a tree. Yay! Beautiful, yeah? So just a little tree. It's just a nice little start. I'm stitching this on the same fabric that I put Halloween Tiny Town on because I figure, okay, they're both in the same season. I'm going to finish them both as drums. They'll be side by side, so might as well use the same fabric. It is Legacy by Picture This Plus. I think it's a 28 count. It looks so good. I'm excited to finish this one. I love working on the tiny towns. I feel like they like kind of scratch that itch for completion the way some patterns don't, because like look at each of these little elements. They're very cute, but they're small and like totally manageable, and as you finish each house you feel so good about yourself. If you're feeling sad, pick up a tiny town. You're gonna feel so good after. I guarantee it. It's a guarantee. Michaela guarantee. Okay, I'll stop talking about that. I'll keep moving along because like I said, we'll see how quickly I can get through this, but I'm trying to finish this in a reasonable time. Okay, whips. I got a lot of them. My first whip I'm going to show you is a whip go call for September. It wasn't like a real whip go call. I've been kind of manipulating my board because in December and October, I do very like seasonal type stitching, and I had so many calls for this project in particular coming up, and I'm like, I need to spread this out. So this project is, of course, Cabin Fever by Dimensions. I didn't want to be stuck working on this like twice in 1 month or like in October or something. So I've just been scattering it around. So I picked it up in September. This is Cabin Fever. Pardon the glare. I'm gonna scratch my Flosstube nose. How it, like, my nose is not itchy ever. And I start speaking on camera and instantly I just want to like rip it off my face. But anyway, this is Cabin Fever. It's a Dimensions kit. It's beautiful. I really want this finished piece one day, but I'm not a huge fan of the confetti stitching, I've learned. I've never done a full coverage before, and this is basically full coverage. I probably won't ever pick up another kit like this again. And if I did, I'd make major changes, including changing the fabric they give you. But that is okay. That's my spiel before. This is where we were at before. And I really don't know if you'll be able to see too much of a difference because I didn't stitch on it a lot, but I did stitch on it for like 5 sessions, so like 5 days. And here we are now. Cabin fever. So where I worked in, gosh, what did I finish last time? I can't even remember, but I know I did a lot of this purple color here. So a lot of the purple in here. I think I went in and around and did some of this stuff as well. So really just like trying to fill in a lot of this confetti, which is absolutely killing me. So I looked at the other side of the pattern. This pattern comes in 2 pages. And the other side with the cabin has so much more block stitching in it. I think next year, as a treat, I'm gonna go and work over in this region, and like maybe I'll actually enjoy stitching on it if I do that. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just making like slow but technically steady progress on this. Just filling in colors. It's stitched on an 18 count Aida that was provided in the kit. It used to be stiff as all hell, and now it's quite loose because I've crumpled it so many times. But there it is. There she blows. Not too bad. So that's done. I only need to pick this up one more time this year, and I'm gonna do that in November, so well, that'll be good. Okay, so September was Sampler September, everyone's favorite month. Well, maybe not my favorite month, but I like Sampler September because I have some cool samplers. And I worked on 3 samplers that I will show you now. So I think I showed this in my last video because I had worked on it maybe like 1 or 2 days or something. That is, of course, September's Revenge by Maximum Cross Stitch. I love this project. Working on this. So last time we spoke, I was here. And now, ta-da, I'm here. So I think last time I showed this, since then I put in this flower and like maybe another letter. Maybe worked on a stem. I really can't remember. I have not checked my pictures, but we worked over here. The yellow flower is definitely new since last video anyway. But yeah, this is a beautiful project. I love it. I want to work on it more. And I don't think I will this year, which makes me sad, but I kind of want to finish it next year. Like I'll just put in more time maybe. It's so lovely. I'd love to have it on my wall. Right, so I'm stitching this on, I think it's a 32 count panettone, which is a fabric you can get at Evertote off their website. And I got this as a kit, so I'm stitching it with the called for Roxy Floss Co. floss, which is gorgeous. So there's that. My second sampler is, of course, another Maximum Cross Stitch piece because Ellen frickin' rocks and I love her projects. That is, of course, There's Always Room. I started this for my birthday, 2023. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. So, here it is. Oh, wait, no. Here's where we were last time. Here. Somewhere. I have a notification on my phone. I'm going to close it. Sorry. This is where I was. And here I am now. Oh, I should unfold it first. Okay, here we are now. So I really just worked on the house. I filled in more of the bricks. I tried to finish the whole house, but this house is more work than it looks. let's just say that. So I finished the brickwork on this side because I think it was missing like an edge to the brick over here, and then I started filling in the gray. But yeah, that's that. That was a couple days work. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna pick it up again next year for my birthday. This is another one that I would love to finish next year. I'm already planning what next year's stitching is gonna look like because that's fun for my brain. And I get really anxious on plane rides. So that's basically what I was doing on the plane. It's like, what's next year's stitching gonna look like? Like I'm on Notion, like 11 p.m. in the sky, just like, planning my year. Because that's rational, yeah? Anyway. So this is a maybe finish. I don't know, we'll see. But, oh, did I say what this is on? It's a 36 count porcelain. I did. No, I said that about the other one. Okay, that's why it's like a repeat in my brain because it's pretty much the same thing. A 36 count porcelain linen that you can get on Evertote's website. And I'm stitching with it called for Roxy Flossco Floss. I got the whole thing as a nice little package for my birthday. I do love this though. It's so stunning. It's like a really, really beautiful piece. I love it. Okay, final sampler that I worked on was the Birdmen Cometh. I started this last summer. Cam the Stitcher started this with me actually. And that is what that looks like. Last time, oh, it's by Little Robin Designs, in case you couldn't read that. Sorry for the glare. Here's where I was last time. I haven't touched this at all this year. Sad. Because I like working on it, because it is so weird. And here is where I'm at now. Well, let me totally unfold it so you can see all the stitching. I added all this green stuff. That's really all I did. So not a ton of progress, but it's something. It's like a couple nights worth of stitch in there for me. Putting this tree thing and like there's a house here. So yeah, that's what that's looking like. I kind of wanted to set myself up for a successful February, because in February I like to stitch birds. It's like birds and birthday stuff. And they're in the center of this piece, there are two big birds. So because I got this done now, I can easily like navigate down to the bird. So plan is to pick this up again in February and do that, which I think will be great. Yeah, anyway, there we are with the Birdmen Cometh. This is stitched on a 32 count Rouge by Mystic Fabrics, another fabric of the month. And yeah, it's a great color. Okay, what other whips do we have? Okay, so that was all my work for Sampler September. I do have three other whips to show you. Like I said, I've been busy. So the first of these whips is one that I was so convinced I was going to finish this month, but I did not. I am speaking, of course, of Don't Look from the Jallow Chiller collection by D's 20 Stitches and Uncanny Kari. Really cool collection. Love them. I really like Jallow films, so I thought it was perfect. And I was so cocky thinking that I could finish this. I didn't even take a picture before. So I'm gonna have to pull something from my video. But last time I was working on this, we were here. Enjoy this probably grainy image. Now, here I am. It's not done, but it's getting there. And I would really like to finish this month. It's still like, for me, this is very like Halloween-y themed. I'm gonna pick it up in the mornings, try and get there. Yeah, I can do it, but I just really wish I finished it in September, you know? I am like slightly terrified as well because, so my Auntie Carol, was this last year? She was so kind and she gave me all her old thread. Like she used to, like both her and my mom and I think maybe some of their other sisters used to cross stitch quite a bit. And Carol had like all this material that she's like, I'm not going to use this anymore, so you can take it. So I have been using some of that floss in some of my projects, especially when I'm like, well, I think like this is all the project's going to require and that's going to be great. And then I don't have to worry about things like dye lots because this is like, I don't know when it's from, but it is definitely old. Like maybe she was using it in the 90s. Maybe even the 80s, some of them. I actually don't know for sure. I didn't ask her, but they're older. So I am for sure gonna run out of the yellow. This is DMC 444. And I am praying that the yellow is close enough. Like, I'm really hoping the dye lot hasn't shifted too much. It looks like it's a pretty extreme yellow. in the picture, which is what this looks like to my eyes. So I'm really hoping it's not going to be super different, but if it is, I'm just going to suck it up and deal with it, because there's no way I'm going to frog all this. No way. No way. Yeah. Anyway, so as you can see, I still need to bring the yellow down here. There's like a whole border of skulls, and then I need to put some lettering, but we'll get there hopefully by the end of this month. Fingers crossed. I want to finish this year for sure, because like I can't leave it like this. Like that's so close. I gotta finish it. But anyway, I had hope. Hope was dashed. But hopefully next time you'll see this as a finish. Okay, next up is the first Whip Go call for October. And this was like an actual Whip Go call, which is funny because it was a project I had decided I was going to work on regardless. And that is Cottage Garden Samplings, the Raccoon. So October 1st apparently is Raccoon Appreciation Day. And I was like, perfect. I will start working on the raccoon then. So I haven't touched this in like a year. This is where I was at last time. I had like a really small start on it. And here I am now. So I've just worked on this like 2 nights, and I've just been filling this in here. But yeah, raccoons to me, like kind of, they're spooky. I know this is like a spring pattern, but they're kind of spooky to me. They're wearing disguises with their little masks. And yeah, lines up well with Raccoon Appreciation Day or month. I don't know. Do we give them a whole month? I can't remember. It might just be a day. But anyway, I've been enjoying this. It's nice stitching. It's pretty easy. Just kind of like, it's not technically fill-in because obviously you have these gaps, but it's easy enough to figure out while you're stitching it. And I've been enjoying it very much. So I'm going to be working on this for 3 more days. And then it will be put away again until next year. Right, fabric. I think it's a 28 count. Oh, it's right here. Ha! 28 count vellum from Picture This Plus. Yeah, great. Lovely. Love it. Okay, final whip. And honestly, like, I don't even know why I'm showing you this because I worked on it at lunch today, and that's the only progress I've made on this since you last saw it. But that's okay, because I kind of wanted to show it because my goal is to have this done this month. So by the next time I make a video, it should be completed. And I am speaking, of course, of the chopping mall. That is a pattern by the Witchy Stitcher. It looks like this. And last time you saw it, it looked like this. And like I said, I really only worked on this at lunchtime. So I put some brown in. Exciting. Put some brown in down here and some brown there. Excited for me, because that means I'm one step closer to a finish. And it's gonna look so good when it's finished. I'm so excited. This is my second oldest whip. And you can see here. So yeah, I brought the brown up because I think I had stopped around there. So brought it up there, brought it down, filled in there. It's something. But yeah, goal is to finish this in October. I'm going to be working on this at my lunch hour at work when I'm not going to the gym. I go to the gym a couple times a week, but the rest of the time I can be working on this. And yeah, hopefully we can finish it. I say hopefully, I'm going to finish it. Like, it's a goal and it's going to happen. It needs to happen. Absolutely. But it's going to feel so good to get this done. And I'm excited for that. So mark my words, the next time you see this project, it shall be finished. Hooray. Okay, that is it for whips. I didn't write any notes, so this will be kind of fun. Let's talk about plans. Okay, so plans. It's October. It's going to be Halloween stitching for me, pretty much exclusively. I'm including the raccoon in that because to me that is sort of like a Halloween-y project for the reasons I just described. So right, top goal, finish the chopping mall. That's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. I also plan to put some time into We're Made for Each Other, which is another Witchy Stitcher pattern. I'll just throw a picture of it up here. I'm working on this. I want to get some more days into that. This is another one I'd like to finish this year, but I don't think I'm going to finish it in October. I'm going to try and finish it next month. We'll see how that goes. My plan is to bring Made for Each Other with me to Stitch North, because I am going to Stitch North in a couple weeks, and I'm not going to bring very many projects with me. I think I'm going to bring Harvest Tiny Town, because I'm flying to Toronto, and that's a long flight. I guess it's not that long. It's like 4.5 hours. This is a big country. I gotta go across it. Anyway, I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring Made for Each Other. I'm gonna bring Beach Rat, because all the people I started Beach Rat, well, not everyone, but most of the people I started Beach Rat with at StitchCon are gonna be there. So I'm planning on working on Beach Rat with them. And I think that might be all the projects I bring. Like maybe one more. I'm gonna start some Halloween smalls, so if there's some that look like they can be finished, they might tag along for the journey. Otherwise, I want to leave some room for like maybe a new start at the retreat. Who knows? We'll see. I'm keeping things open, but I definitely want to make progress on that. And I think those are my two major plans. Oh, and I'm also going to be working on Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So that was called to be worked on in September. I'm working on it this month. So that's going to be 7 days, Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. Perfect. I'm going to do that all at the end of the month. It's going to be great. And other than that, like I said, I have some plans for new starts. And I'm going to do quite a few new starts. And for me, the reason for that is because once I'm done Chopping Mall and once I'm done Made for Each Other, I don't really have very many Halloween patterns after that. And I thought it would be fun just to start some small things, some easy finishes, and just kick them off. So I'll show them to you. I'll show you my plans. So I'm going to start one per week, essentially. And this is not going to be the order I start them in, but it's the order I'm showing them to you. So the first one I want to start is one of an older pattern that I bought a few years ago from Bent Creek called Happy Halloweeny. Oh, Halloweenies. Happy Halloweenies. They're ridiculous. I love them. Look at them. It's a small 55 by 63. Totally believe in myself. I can finish that. Faux show. Look at them. They're so cute. So I'm going to start Happy Halloweenies. I had a goal to have a lot of my starts come out of books and stuff I already own. So I'm going to do that for the next, actually I just bought this magazine, so technically this is like a bit of a cheat, but it's from a book or a magazine, so that's fine, that counts. But I'm finally gonna start something for my creepy cross stitch. No, the pattern isn't on here, okay, good. My creepy cross stitch book from Lindsay Swearingen. Welcome Home. I really love this one. I think it's so cute. I could do this, like finish it as a pillow, finish it as like a little frame. And it's not all that big either. It's 66 by 85 and like, you know, not to say that's like a small, but it's like a small medium. And it's so cute. Look at that. So I'll work on Welcome Home. I am also planning on starting, it's going to be hilarious if you see me in like a couple weeks and I haven't started any of these, by the way. So if I don't actually start any of these, it's fine. We're talking about plans. Plans don't have to actually happen, right? But this is what I'm hoping. Anyway, from to carry on, from Just Cross Stitch Halloween 2024, I want to stitch Haunted Hill by Cotton Pixels. I'm gonna desperately try not to show the pattern. There it is, okay. Which is this little guy, which is so cute. I really like a lot of the patterns in this, but this one looked like so cute and small, and I liked the ornament finish, so I might try and do that. Adorable. So we're gonna start that. And then finally, from another book that I've had for quite some time, The Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee by Brenda Gervais. That's by Needle and Thread. I didn't beat him. He arrived home, but that's okay. I would like to start Trick or Treat, which is this here. because look at that jack-o'-lantern. Isn't he so freaking cute? I just realized, look at this. There's no DMC conversion here. There's no like, what? Someone online posted their DMC conversion for these, oh God, for these patterns. So I'm just gonna work off that. But anyway, trick or treat. It's so cute and it's so small. So I'll be starting that this month anyway, as well. Yeah, I think that's it for plans. Okay, so as you heard, my husband did come home. I did not speak fast enough. He is now cooking. I don't think I've ever shown my apartment. I live in a loft. It's one big room. And he's peeling a carrot right now and he's gonna start chopping it. So you're gonna be hearing some noises. And but I shan't be stopped. I'm gonna keep filming. I'm gonna get through this. So any weird noises you hear in the background, that's him cooking. Anyway, so those are all my October plans. I'm really excited to start some of these, and I bet I can, I say this, hopefully, I bet I can even finish some of them, because like that little trick-or-treat pillow, also, I'm gonna finish it as a pillow, but it's so small. And look at the jack-o'-lantern. He's so cute. So I'm very excited to work on those. I love Halloween. I'm feeling like an itch to start some new things, because I feel like I haven't started a ton of stuff this year, which feels really good. But yeah, it's a little treat. We'll get some smalls in there. Okay, so that's plans. Let's show you some of the things I have purchased since I filmed my last video. So I bought 2 digital patterns. I'll put those up on the screen right now. The first was this really cute Mudang pattern. And I realized now I can't remember who designed this, but I'm gonna put that name right here because I didn't write notes. I just started filming as soon as I got home. Yes, everyone's favorite internet darling, Mudang, the pygmy hippo, who's so cute. I bought this little pattern because why not? It's adorable. I also bought Lola Crow's Haunted Movie Theater pattern. This was a pattern you can get if you donated to another charity I can't remember the name of because I didn't write anything down, but I'm going to put it right here. So if you donated to this charity, you would be able to get this pattern. I did that. I love the pattern. It's so freaking cool. I don't know when I'll start it. I should probably finish Deadly Aquarium before I get anywhere near another one of her patterns, but that's fine. This is what that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna show you some physical items now. Let's start with my fabric haul. Okay, side note. I went through and like organized all my fabric, like wrote down all the fabric I owned, the color it was, I took a picture of it, the count, everything. I put it in my Notion. I officially have too much fabric. I won't tell you how much it's... Are you laughing at me? Mm-hmm. It's true though. It's way too much. But I have it all jammed into a cubby so it doesn't look like too much, but it's too much. And I bought more. But really, I need to be stopped. I shouldn't be buying any more at all. And I'm going to be kidding from stash from here on out. That's what I've decided. That is mostly what I've been doing, but just we gotta start using more of it before we can buy more. Okay, and without further ado, here's more fabric. So, the Witchy Stitcher had a sale in her store for Friday the 13th. So I think it was like 13% off, which I love a discount. And the Witchy Stitcher is like one of the best stores in Canada to get fabric from. You don't have to pay ridiculous shipping rates. The pricing of the fabric's pretty fair, I think, and she has a really good selection. So I bought, I think, 3 from XJU Designs. Is her fabric that, I actually don't know who the dyer is, but the fabric from that company is gorgeous. So first one I bought was Jack-o'-lantern. Look at that color. So cool. That's amazing. Yes. So we got Jack-o'-lantern. We got... Oh, these are all 32 count, unless otherwise said. I got Grandpa's Sleeve, which I know is quite a popular fabric. I've seen it, like, so many people stitch with it, and I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, I'll get myself a slice of Grandpa's Sleeve. It's nice and speckled. Looks really cool. I also got anthracite. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but it's this nice gray. Good neutral. And I got Dracula's wallpaper. I think this is a 36 count. Yeah, a quarter yard. This was by the Steel City Stitchers. I have a few patterns that'll look really good on this. But yeah, it's basically a white fabric with like blood stains. I love it. So cool. So cool. So that was the fabric I knew I was getting. You're gonna hear some crumpling, I'm sorry. The Witchy Stitcher also had a mystery fabric bundle for $16.66. And I can't remember what she wrote on there, like, you know, what you would definitely get. Just basically it said variety of counts, for, you know, offcuts, like dye experimentations, blah, blah, blah. So I'm picturing like, it's 16 bucks and a bit. I'm just gonna get a couple pieces of fabric. I got all of this for $16. Excuse me? Excuse me? I think all of it is Ada. You know, you got some weird cuts in there that would be like great for ornaments or like bookmarks or whatever, but there's like some bigger pieces of fabric. There's black Ada. You can always use black Ada, white Ada, great for gifts. Like so much fabric. I was like, okay. Thank you, Witchy Stitcher. Amazing. So just add it to the pile, right? My big fabric pile. But I'm stoked on this because I do like to make cross-stitch gifts for people. I'll stop crumpling as I'm speaking. I do like to make cross-stitch gifts for people, so I think having something like this is going to be really handy for that. Okay. Just gonna dump it all back in that box. Also, when you order from the Witchy Stitcher, you get like cool stickers and stuff. She always packs candy as well. There's that beautiful sticker. I think is there another one in here? Oh, it's always a cute drawing. And then like these little ghosts. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. So cute. I love the Witchy Stitcher. Absolutely fantastic pattern designer. She's got a great store. She's so cool. Okay. That was my fabric. So I mentioned last week I went to Las Vegas. It was so good. Great trip. Yeah, ate a ton of great food, did a lot of fun stuff, and I went to Stitcher's Paradise. I'll put a little picture here of me standing outside, looking very cute, and one of me inside as well, because why not? But I bought some stuff. I didn't go crazy. I only bought a few things. Really, my goal was to finish kitting up the chatelaine I want to start stitching at the beginning of the year. That chatelaine is the Rome mandala. It looks like this. It's too big. It's gigantic. I'm starting it though. Me and Rebecca of Beck Stitches Everything. We're gonna start this together, and we'll hold hands over the internet and support each other as we stitch this beast. So I got a lot of the that's not stitching, that's from something else. I got a lot of the threads that I needed already, like online, and also when I went to Threadneedle Street in July. But I was still missing a few things, and I managed to get almost all of them. I'm missing like literally one color now. One color of a fancy floss that's not like a DMC. I still need to get all the DMC, but I got the rest of the stuff I needed. So there were thread gatherer. Thread gatherer threads that were needed for this project. So Portier green and 2 skeins of tapestry green. Stunning, gorgeous, love it. And then I needed some dinky dyes. So I'm still missing one color from the dinky dyes, but that's totally cool. I can buy that online, probably off 123stitch or something. Like the next time I place an order, I'll just see if I can get it. But there's my dinky dyes. Oh, I love the color palette of this project. These like blues and greens and kind of purples. Gorgeous. Lovely. And I needed petite treasure braid, and I got all the required petite treasure braid. There we go. So sparkly. Sparkly shiny. Love it. So I was happy to do that. And then I always like to buy like a pattern every time I go to a new cross-stitch store, just to kind of help remember the store. I wanted to see if there were any like Vegas specific projects that spoke to me, but they had like a little section and I wasn't really into any of them, but that's okay. So I bought 2 patterns that I thought were cute that I didn't have. And the first one is Egg in a Bowl from Carriage House Samplings, because look how cute this is. Look how cute it is. Chicken's laying an egg on that lady's head. Oh, salt and pepper, toast. This pattern's adorable. I love it. The words butter beside the butter churner. Very good. So, egg in a bowl. Why not? It has a little recipe on the back for egg in a bowl. And yeah, it just looks super cute. And it's just like a little stitch, so why not? Got that. And then, because of course it's Halloween, and speaking of Rebecca, she stitched, I think she's done the cats and the raccoon. Am I remembering this correctly? She posted it on her Instagram. I saw that and I'm like, oh my god, okay, I feel like I need to get this pattern. And then at Stitcher's Paradise, they had every single one of these finished, like in a bowl. And my friend was like, oh my god, that bat is so cute. And I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna buy this pattern. So I did. Spooky Autumn Smalls. They're so cute. I love all of them. My favorites are, of course, the raccoons and the cats, though, because, like, look, the cats, they have little socks on, and they look like they're wearing pylons. I know those are witch hats, but this is cute. And the raccoon. Oh, all of it. Adorable. Adorable. So cute. Anyway, I'll stop staring at it, but there we go. And that was the last thing I bought. Just 2 patterns. Be proud. Be proud of me. I didn't go overboard. Okay. I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. Stitching wise. So if you were just here for the cross stitch and the stitchy talk, that's all done now. Thank you for joining me. I film videos every 3 weeks. Oh, I should say, I'm gonna keep talking a little bit after this. I'm gonna talk about what I've been watching, reading, and playing, but you don't need to stick around for that. So if you were just here for stitching, you can go. I do videos every 3 weeks, although that will change this month, because in 3 weeks' time, I'm gonna be in Stitch North. I will not have time to make a video before I leave for that, so I'm just gonna do it the weekend after, and like we can talk about Stitch North and all the stuff I did in October, because that video will likely be filmed either like November 1st or 2nd. So all the spooky stitching will be done. But then you can follow up on me and see if I did actually start all this stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, yeah, if you were just here for stitching, you can go give me a like, comment below, let me know what you're working on. Did you do Sampler September? Did you work on a sampler? Tell me what you worked on. And yeah, if you want to keep talking, I can't speak. Hang around. What have I been doing? Okay, let's talk about that now. Reading? Nothing. I haven't been reading anything. I started a new book. I've read 3 chapters. I'm not going to talk about it yet. Reading? Done. What have I been watching? I've been watching a lot of horror movies. The one I just saw in theater is like one of my favorite movies of the year. I went to go see The Substance. It is so good. It is a body horror movie starring Demi Moore. She's absolutely fantastic in it. She's playing an aging star who is feeling kind of down. She's lost her job. They want to replace her with someone younger. So she goes on the black market, or call some weird number of something, to get something called The Substance to help solve these problems of her aging. I won't say anything more about the plot. And I would not recommend looking up a lot of stuff about this movie before you go see it. The previews give you just enough information for you to go in. It's a body horror, so it is disgusting. It's really gross. I'm a huge fan of body horror. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. This one is pretty disgusting, but in a way that I found quite thrilling and entertaining. So if you like gross stuff, definitely check this out. There is a choice made in the third act that I found so audacious and entertaining. I loved it. I think maybe some people would be turned off by it or think it went a little too weird. No, those people are wrong. It's just the right amount of weird. It is insane. And it's very well executed. You're basically like watching a cartoon. Just picture yourself watching a cartoon when you're watching this movie. Everything is like really over the top. Colors are really bright. Everything's loud. There's a lot of like fisheye lens distortion going on. Dennis Quaid is in here as her sleazy boss. He is so gross, but he plays it very well. Yeah, The Substance. Fantastic. Absolutely, 100% recommend The Substance. If you like horror. If that is not your cup of tea, do not watch The Substance. You will be so turned off. Okay. And what have I been playing? Not a lot. Shadow of the Erdtree. I'm playing the Elden Ring DLC right now. It is spooky season though, so I will probably be playing maybe a couple more horror themed games with my friends. I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia after I finish recording this with a couple of my girlfriends, and that game is super fun. That is like a ghost hunting game. And it's scary and hilarious, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, right now, just Elden Ring. Schaefer, my husband, bought the new Zelda game, which is, what's it called? Wisdom? Echoes of Wisdom, and he really likes it. He just gave a thumbs up from way across the apartment. But I would like to play that, but I haven't tried it just yet, so I'll get there eventually. But anyway, I think I'm just gonna close it, end it. Like I said, we can't speak today after work, but I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna call it. We're gonna put a close to this episode. So thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, give me a like. And yeah, I will talk to you in November. It's gonna be a while, but you're gonna see all my Halloween stitching the next time we speak. So yeah, until then, hope you have a great October, have a great Halloween, and yeah, I'll talk to you in a couple weeks. Okay,